Katy Spall is the head of wardrobe for New Adventures Productions at Sadlers Wells Theatre in London's West End. And in order to use her sewing skills at the moment, she's making scrubs for the NHS. Lots of people are doing that. It's fantastic. But in order to cut out that much material, she needed somewhere spacious to lay it all out. She couldn't do it in her cottage, so she needed somewhere a bit bigger to lay out the material. And she's found a rather unusual place to do it, thanks to her Aunt Tina. She's joining me on the line now on the roof of where you've been cutting out this material, Katy. Good morning.
Hi, Georgy.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi. Tell us where you are.
Well, I am on the roof of the Riverside Theatre in Woodbridge, mainly because I don't have signal anywhere else in the building. So I've had to come up here, but actually it's beautiful. So
yeah, and we can and just to clarify, up on the roof is safe because you can get up there to change.
It is safe.
Yeah,
it's where
flat,
we change
isn't
the
it?
letters to put all the films up. So it's a normal place for us to go. It's fine.
Absolutely. Your Aunt Tina is the theatre manager there at the Riverside. Katy Spall. Many people might know that name, Spall. Your father was the late great Don Spall of Company of Four, and well known in the Woodbridge area.
Very well known, yeah.
Very, very well known. So where are you cutting these scrubs out, Katy?
Well, I'm using the stage, which is wonderful because, they've sent me a few rolls of this fabric, and my little cottage is very tiny, and I could no way fit all of that fabric in my house. So it's wonderful that I can use a massive space as the stage because I can just roll it out and just cut away.
Fantastic. Now, I mentioned there you are head of wardrobe at Sadlers.
I'm not actually, I'm head of wardrobe for Message in a Bottle Productions at the minute.
Right.
Through Sadlers Wells.
Right. But it's all part of Sadlers Wells in London's West End. So obviously a great sewing background. Tell me a bit about your background and being wardrobe. Do you still say wardrobe mistress, or is that an old-fashioned expression?
Actually, wardrobe mistress, head of wardrobe. Various terms, we don't mind.
Tell me a bit about your background in that, because it means you get to use these extraordinary skills that you have.
Well, that's it. I mean, I've been doing working in wardrobe for quite a few years now at National Theatre and places, and I just love it. I really love my job, and then not being able to do it at the minute is a real shame because we just miss doing what we love. So it's wonderful that I can use my skills and keep myself busy doing something that I really enjoy and somewhere that I really love. So it sort of ticked all the boxes for me, and I can just help in any way I can at this weird time, basically.
So you're cutting out, you're not actually sewing, you're cutting out, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I offered my sewing services as well, but to streamline the process of this whole thing, there's so many people that have volunteered to make scrubs. So to streamline it, they've asked a few of us just to bulk cut, really, just cut as many patterns as we can, put them into little packs of all the pieces that they need, and then they get delivered around to all the lovely sewers that can then quickly put the scrubs together. It's just streamlined the process quite well, so we can make more quickly, basically.
Fantastic. How did you get involved? Because I know lots of people are doing this. Did they approach you, or did you just volunteer your services?
Well, I've been looking for something like this to do, and I just found it on Facebook. Actually, it's just a Facebook page that is literally sew scrubs for Ipswich Hospital, and I sent them a message and saying how can I get involved, and they got back to me and said, well, this please, that'll be great. So all the information's on the Facebook page. So I just read that and emailed the right person and got involved.
Fantastic. Well, it's a great use of the stage. I bet you can roll out tons of material on that lovely big stage.
Yeah, and I can put the sound system on and listen to some great tunes as well. So there we go.
Well, you're doing a wonderful thing because I can't even sew a button on, Katy. I'm rubbish. I'm hopeless.
It's just good to do something helpful.
It is, and it's wonderful, and it's a great and inventive use of the Riverside, and wonderful that Tina's letting you go in there and
do it. Thanks
cut
to them
all
both.
that out. Lovely, Katy. Thank you so much for joining me.